Good morning, and I've had to do some jobs this morning and the fog's hung around, so I thought I've got to get out and move my camera. So I've come to this part of the my local area that I know. It's an old abandoned golf course. You've seen probably many videos from here actually, but it really does work in this situation because we do get like pockets of trees that have been planted when they developed the golf course. So I get lovely pockets, but it needs isolation, it needs fog or a snowy ground because the ground's quite messy. But with this fog, it just separates everything, makes everything so nice and simple. And there's a little pond down here that I'm going to try and photograph. So that's sort of where I'm heading, but on the way I'm capturing the odd image. Like it's just this little crop of trees here. Got that nice and isolated, like I say, because it's quite foggy. And the other thing I am hoping for then is that the fog is supposed to disperse and into a nice, bright, sunny day. So I'm hoping for that transition of the weather. So I'm going to fill my boots with the foggy shots, and hopefully we get that transition, and then things will totally change and we get something absolutely totally different. That's the plan. What does amaze me about the fog is, you see, normally trees that you'd walk past, because they do get so isolated, they just pop out. And I'm taking images of groups of trees and trees that I wouldn't normally take images of because the background on them is just so messy. But today it's beautiful, it's absolutely beautiful. I've stopped 6, 7, 8 times now. Just walking down, and I'm heading towards this pond. The pond's just down here, another couple of minutes down here, so we'll head towards there and we'll go and shoot this pond. Okay, let's go. So I made it to the pond and it's looking pretty damn good actually. All these images I see probably in black and white. I think any mess that is there, that black and white will get rid of that as well. That coloured mess. Like the water's not a particularly nice colour, let's say. So I think it will definitely get rid of that mess. And yeah, it's a muddy brown. It'll look a lot better, nice and grey. So that's what I will definitely do in the reflections here. And I've just catching it the bottom of the pond, at the bottom of the image, with the reeds in between, photographing it on, focusing it on the trees behind. Looks very nice. I am bracketing the shot on these, not on all of them, but just in case. I think I need to move around just slightly, maybe, and maybe back a little bit as well, because I've got the long lens on, and then I might even actually change lenses. But what a beautiful morning. I don't think it'll be long before this sun does come out. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning, so it's quite sort of mid-morning, and this fog's still hanging around. This is a result. I might even head to the woodlands, which is not, it's only a 2-minute drive away, so I might be able to get a double bubble here. Okay, let me I'm going to move back and just over a little bit. Right, what I'm going to do now is, I'm just going to move around the side of this little pond and see if we can find 1 or 2 more compositions. So a couple of nice little reeds in the foreground that might work. So let's go and have a look. What I've done with this shot is I've framed it up at f6.3 just to soften that background a little bit and concentrate on these these reeds, these lovely reeds that are just popping out, look bloody lovely. So I'll put them on the bottom right hand third of the image, focused on them, bracketing the shot. Again, probably don't need it, it's just a bit of a safe keep, but I'm just going to check that image now, see if it's sharp enough, because the reeds are moving somewhat. Oh yes, they're nice and sharp. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do one at f8. Now I'm 25th of a second. So again, we'll focus on the reeds. Get one more shot. That looks going to look nice. That is. Right, I have come around to the side, and there is a couple of nice images which I'll grab quick because, and again, it's all down to this fog and this how it's simplified the image. Got some lovely reeds in this foreground, and they are just popping out because they're quite bright and white. But then we've got this lovely misty background and some just a little nice selections of trees there that just give it that little bit of depth, which is just nice. You can just about make them out. Lovely little shot, kept down low. Put this one reed in the centre of the image, the bottom third in the centre, and these trees in the centre behind. That's working out for a nice image. Now then, I think I'm going to walk back up there because this fog has actually come back down again. So it's obviously changing constantly, absolutely changing constantly. So yeah, we'll go back up there, some nice trees up there. I'll probably capture then I think I might just get into the woods. We'll see. So knowing your area is a massive advantage, obviously. And a couple of years ago, I come here when it was covered in snow, but we still had a bit of atmosphere as well. And I photographed this group of trees in the snow, and it looks stunning. And I've just walked past it, and I'm thinking they could potentially work again. So I've come round. Bloody love it, absolutely love it. Very similar shot, probably not quite as wide as what I did in the snow, but I put them on that right hand side. I put them on the right hand side because I've got this bank on the right hand side that's quite messy, but again today, because of the fog, it's working a little bit better. But I just love the group of trees. They just work together nice. And it's obviously the old fairway. This is the old fairway here. That's why it's quite open in the middle. But yes, very nice. Some lovely silver birch here that might just work. I might end up stopping here. But yes, I'm pleased with that image. We'll just check that we're in focus where we want to be. Everything's looking good. Brilliant, brilliant. Okay, so you probably can't see, but the sun is just starting to show its face every now and again. So I did send the drone up, but I couldn't get above the cloud, so it's still quite a thick, low cloud. But I think we've done. I think we've done for this location. I'm not going to bother going to the woods, I think. I might just go a little drive around instead. But yes, I thoroughly enjoyed this fog, and it does make a hell of a difference. I must admit, it makes a hell of a difference to this messy landscape. It definitely works. I think if I knew the fog were going to burn off quick, I'd maybe go into the woodland. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.